Hey, what is this dribbling and all, bastard?
I just changed direction, I swear.
Chutia.
Hi guys, welcome to a new segment of All Balls. We call it Superfan. Here we have some super guests coming, talking about their journey, their club, and their love for football. Today I have with me Neville Shah.
Hello.
Seems tired after
I'm
two
here
flights of stairs.
involuntarily. I've heard the segments now and I'm scared to be here.
We'll get there, but
Okay,
first a little about you.
Like what?
How is Project Restart going after the pandemic in life?
Oh, what fucking restart? We're back to where we were even before the pandemic. 5,000 cases a day. What is a joke or what? We're fucked. So no, we're fucked. I think. I mean, also I don't. We shouldn't be saying this. It's fine. Everything's great. Just I'm pissed off anyway. So
But work from home?
Work from home is on, but it's not like people care about that either. You just still have to go for recce's, still have to come to shoots of podcasts and things like that.
But this is a fun shoot, no?
No, it's a fun shoot and all of that. Plus, yeah, everyone's wearing masks and all except us, which is decent. So it's good.
But do you prefer it working from home compared to the office? No, like going there.
No. Genuinely, no, not for me. I mean, I like the freedom that I have and the ability that I have to do things that I do outside of my work, which I anyway like used to do. That's become slightly easier, but I think because I'm a creative person in an ad agency, I think there's a lot of advantage to actually meeting and discussing ideas and throwing shit out and stuff like that, which doesn't work on a Zoom call. Like even if you're doing a brainstorming on a Zoom call, there's only limit, like someone's mixie will go on or something, like, it's just fucking like in the middle of it, and then because the whole creative process requires you to meander into something else before you actually come back to the source. So I think that's a little whatever.
And the most common question, have you worked out during this lockdown?
Dude, I climbed 2 flights of stairs and I couldn't breathe. You all had to resuscitate me. So there's no.
So that has been Neville Shah.
I don't fucking work out ever. Like I
yeah, but at home, nothing to do. I thought little.
No. There's enough to do at home, dude. You have to clean the sink, clean the dishes, cook the food. Oh, fuck, no, dude. There's a lot to do.
So that was Neville Shah's lockdown.
Yeah. It's been that only. Which camera am I looking at now? This one or that
Either.
one? Okay.
Neville, you've got your Chelsea jersey on.
Yes, because you asked me to wear it.
That's true. It's because it's a super fan episode and you're a Chelsea fan. So tell me where it came from.
I genuinely accidentally, I'm okay, just to give you context, okay, I'm 40 years old. Okay, so if I said that I was a Chelsea fan since I was born, I'm fucking lying. Okay, because football didn't air in this country till I was like 15, 16. There was very limited games that you could watch and stuff like that. And you had to be a super fan. And I grew up in Bombay and not in Bandra. So like there was no familial introduction into football in my life, right? Like I don't have siblings who played the sport or were big fans or any of that, right? So for me, I was playing football in school. I was a keeper. I tried to be a defender, but I just broke legs. So I was like, they said, no, you like your hands, you be a keeper. So I was a keeper. And it was also mandatory in school to play 3 sports. You had to play football, cricket and hockey. Like it was mandatory. Okay, all the other sports were optional, but this was mandatory, right? So I played football or whatever. So over a period of time, over a course of time, I think when football started to pick up, like in the late 90s, early 2000s, where I know some of the fans are born at that time, I was already 20. So I was like, okay, so then I started watching a game. I remember I was watching a game and I felt like I was watching a Chelsea game. And because of my memory or whatever, I don't even know who the fuck they were playing. Okay, because it didn't matter. I was just watching a game, right? And I saw them play, and I was like, okay, this team has some sort of spirit. And you have to realize, 99 Ranieri and all, you weren't favorites. Chelsea wasn't it wasn't even a top 6 club. It was about a top 6 club. It was a mid-table club, usually
Similar
6, 7,
to what
7.
we
Yeah.
are right now.
No, it's not that bad. But I'm saying, so we didn't have yeah, sure, you had Flo and all of these people, but when I was watching the game, I just like the spirit of the club and the people putting their bodies on the line and things like that. I think Terry had just come in like early 2000s or like 2000, 99, 2000, 2001 type. And I was like, fuck, this guy's putting body on the line. It's great, yeah, nice it is. And then I was like, okay, switched it off. Who gave a fuck? Okay. Then a couple of weeks later, another match I was watching. Okay. And Chelsea was playing everything. And they lost. And I felt bad. And I was like, why the fuck am I feeling bad? Like, this is not my club. It's in London somewhere. So, but then when I started watching it, I think that's how it sort of developed. And then I think it's one of those things where once you like a club or a style of play or whatever draws you towards the club at that point, I think you then stick with it. And I got a lot of flack like 2007, 2008, 2009 because you all are just putting money into the thing, this, that, and all. Yeah, okay, but fuck you. I don't.
But
care.
it was true.
Yeah, like, and who gives a fuck? Every club has had a resurgence like that. You just weren't aware because you don't read a book ever in your life. You never read a newspaper, and you don't know what's happened when clubs were taken over and clubs came and stuff like that. Not a lot of clubs have legacies, and that's okay. It's fine. But yeah, so that's how I sort of became a.
And you still stuck with them even after, you know, the past few seasons that you had.
Oh no, but I think now, past few seasons is you're way into the game. Like I mean I don't think I would have flip-flopped at all. Like I felt like it's weird, you know, like I really like Aston Villa, I really like Tottenham, I like other clubs that are London based, but that's probably because I'm a fucking, I don't know, London file. But there's no, I don't think you can switch. I think after you're a year and a half into a club, I don't think you can switch loyalties that easily. Like I was never a player fan. I mean, there is a player who I just absolutely admire, which is Terry, but I was never a player fan. It was always the club. So I think that's really how it stuck then.
I think that also helps because me being a United fan, I'm a hardcore Gerrard fan.
Okay.
So
yeah.
I get a lot of shit for that, you know, that Liverpool player fan being a United fan. But apart from Terry, any favorites? I mean, apart from Zuma.
No, Zuma is doing extremely, and now I'm upset that Zuma is not getting to play. Like,
But now we are upset because we don't hear Guma anymore.
No, it was not Guma. It was Zuma ki Maki. But that's fine. But the whole thing of just the whole thing of being a player fan or being a thing fan never really worked. Like, you know, invariably you were like just think about the team of the 2003s or 2005s, right? You had Joe Cole, you had Robin, okay? You had Lampard, you had Essien. You look at our backline, you had Ashley Cole, you had, I mean, our right was always a joke, but whatever. I'm saying you had Ashley Cole, you had Ferreira, you had that role, that right-hand role has changed a lot.
There was Belletti.
There were lots of those. But I'm saying you look at, you had Terry, you had Carvalho, you had Lampard, you had Essien, you had Joe Cole, you had Arjen Robben, you had Didier Drogba, you had Hernan Crespo. I'm saying in this team, how are you a player fan? Because that for some reason Mourinho's diamond was doing unbelievably good things for us, right? So I don't think that following a player was the path that I went down. It's just I don't know. It just never went that way.
Can't even say following a manager, no, because you all have had. Like cupboard khol ke naya manager.
Correct. You can't. I mean, I am a big Mourinho fan. In fact, when he left, there was a prediction that I had made that Mourinho will come back. He did. Did justice also for. I mean, he did what Mourinho does. I think one of the key moments where I became a hardcore Chelsea fan is I have a friend who's a United fan and he's been a football fan way longer than me. I mean, he's one of those like heavy duty United fans, knows history of the club, and like in 1973 when this guy did a step over and whatever the fuck, like he knows all of this shit, right? And he's truly like a legit football fan. I mean, to a point where he wants to, he's trying to see if he can do like a, you know, like a management course and thing, because these weren't options when we were growing up. And so he's looking at these things, and I remember one of the Champions League finals where when Terry missed and Ronaldo missed and then Terry missed and whatever, and they won and United won at that point. Like my heart has sunk to no end, because I was like, Ronaldo has missed and then my favorite player, John Terry,
he slipped.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. So I'm just saying, like, you couldn't believe, because it was in the bag. Once Ronaldo has missed a penalty, it's in the bag, right? Which is why I also think that to win a Champions League, you need to lose a final. You can't just win a Champions League. Like, I think, I don't know if statisticians here will again kill me, but I don't know of a club that has straight away gone ahead and won. I think you need to face loss in a final of a Champions League to understand what it is to win it. Which is why PSG is where they are, you know, or even Tottenham when they got to the final. They were a great team.
They had a good season
Yeah,
also.
they had a great season. But I think you need to experience that Champions League loss to be able to win it.
So lost to win, what is that feeling?
Dude, it's unreal.
Which one? The Torres winner or the Drogba winner? Or
No.
the Drogba equalizer?
No, I think the Drogba equalizer, the Torres winner was, I mean, you could see Barca has put everybody into the box and stuff like that. And Carvalho basically pulling, I don't know if Carvalho was it Tal Benheim, but whatever, there was second
I don't know
sentence.
how you all bought him also, huh, by the way.
But dude, you know, last year at the top of the season, I would have taken Tal Benheim as a central defender over Zuma, dude. Like, come on. Last year at the top, oh God, it was bad. Anyway, so I still remember, like, because Terry was really shit at holding a line, right? He was terrible at holding line. He would always, like, drop back because he knew he could last man. But invariably it was Madhav, aage chal, aage chal. Like, you could just see there was like somebody constantly telling Terry go in front, and somebody at that point somebody was holding and then the ball across and stuff, and so you knew. I was just surprised that Torres scored considering what form he was in.
1-on-1, so much area to run.
But you know, I don't know if that was the season where we beat Barca in the semis, because they were our nemesis in the semis, and to me, my favorite goal of the Champions League winning run, and I don't know if it was the same season, was the Lampard curve from the corner. I don't know if it was
Zero,
the same
no,
season.
it was not the same
It was
season,
the season
but
before.
a zero angle.
Yeah, zero angle. And to me, it was unreal. I think it was one of those goals where Lampard thought ki, try.
Think he meant it?
It's one of those, let's see where it goes into the box. I am completely stuck. Let's just put it and go.
But we've seen many of those.
Exactly,
go
many
in
of
the
those
past.
things there. And I think that's what sort of makes them special, because like nobody expects them to, what? Are you kidding me? And it's gone.
So you've gone from there to now. Are you happy with the Chelsea team now?
Tuchelisms.
Tuchelisms, but sacking Lampard.
So I'm not a fan of sacking managers. Like, I'm genuine, and I know it being a Chelsea fan, how can you say
Your
that?
club clearly disagrees
Yeah,
with
yeah,
you.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of, like, I don't think we should have even fired Conte. You know, like, I mean, I'm of that school of thought. But then I'm archaic, so that's not how football today works. So I thought we should have given, like, what Lampard did with the first season. There was this great article that I was reading, and it was that the fact that Lampard gave you so much success in the first season, because when Lampard came in the first season, we were on a transfer ban. We didn't have the ability to buy players. We were stuck. So he had to bring up players from the youth squad. Did a fantastic job with that. Like, look at Mount. I mean, for a very long time, the joke was he's a stepson because he's playing him in every fucking game. But look at him. Look at how Tuchel is using him. So obviously, look at how Southgate uses him. Like, Southgate also loves him. So there's clearly, like, if these three professional managers of world football believe that this guy is something, then who the fuck are we to say that he's a stepson, right? There's obviously something special about it. And you can see, like, the runs he makes, the spaces that he gets into, there is something special about Mount, right? So Lampard did all of this, and the Athletics article was very interesting because there was no commitment for Lampard to qualify for Champions League. It was just make sure we get to at least Europa. I mean, if you can do top 4, that would be unbelievable. Don't, we need to be in Europa. We need to make sure that we get through the season. And I think Lampard over-delivered in season 1. Right? Like, and then it became, no, now with this team, we are going to get you 160 million players. Now you win Premier League and Champions League and FA Cup and get us everything. Get us the pentacle. It doesn't matter. But what you have to realize is the people who came in were people who haven't played in England, who may not necessarily speak the language, who haven't had time to think. And I think towards the end, Lampard, I think, was a little egotistical, constantly playing that stupid fucking formation of 3-4-3, which wasn't working. It worked once. In the entire run, it has worked once. But every time you would play a big game, he would surprise you with this 3-4-3. I said, it's not a surprise anymore. I can predict your lineup. What the fuck are you doing? But like, I felt bad for Lampard. Truly, I felt bad for Lampard. I think we should have given him a longer thing. What Tuchel is doing currently is outstanding. uh, what, 7 games, 8 games, no, 12 games, no defeat or something like that.
He's only conceded 2.
Yeah,
And also Rudiger scored 1.
No, no, and also if you look at just yesterday we were talking about this, where there was a statistic where I think only 26% or something has come into our box, which is unreal in terms of defensive statistics.
But going forward also, y'all are not so impressive.
But
at
we're
least
not, no,
now.
there was a statistic that basically said that look at the scoring, our scoring has dropped considerably with when Lampard was there. When Lampard was there, we were scoring a lot more, and we were playing way forward. With Tuchel, we've dropped back considerably. Again, I'm not going to quote numbers or whatever it is, but with Tuchel's going to win games. He's not going to necessarily play
the good
entertaining
football,
right? But it is entertaining because like
winning.
Yeah, we are winning. Plus the runs that people are making, like the double pivot that he has managed with Kovacic / Jorginho / Kante. Whenever like Kovacic's space and dribbling ability has really helped that double pivot do its job, because when they press forward, for some reason Kovacic has managed to break that line and go around the player who's marking him and then make that fall. But it could also be the honeymoon factor, like there are 12 games, you still trying to figure out what Tuchel is doing and stuff. Tactically the guy is brilliant, no doubt in it, because literally think about it, it's the same team that Lampard had. It's the exact same team. There's no new purchases, stuff like that. I think bringing Aspi on has really mattered. I disagree with his decision to bring Rudiger on, but everybody knew that Rudiger was going to come on because he wanted Rudiger even when he was managing, what was he managing?
PSG.
What? PSG. So he wanted Rudiger at PSG. Didn't he do Dortmund at some point?
Before that.
Okay. Yeah, so he wanted Rudiger at PSG or whatever, right? So we all knew Rudiger was going to come. But I feel it's a little unfair on Zuma because Zuma has been doing outstandingly well. Not only has he been a great defender, he's also scoring, which was nice. And I think that it's slightly, I felt bad. And also what's going to happen to Christensen once this thing goes. Chelsea has this huge problem for the last 5 years. I think that we've just not stuck to a back four for 40 games. And that's what you need to do, that the back 5, the 4 and the goalkeeper need to play 40 games to be able to know ki ye chhodega, this is mine. Like you need to play that many games to know that this person's going to do something. So yeah, but I mean overall you can't criticize him. I mean he's not lost in 12 games. What the fuck are you talking about? So yeah.
So finishing top 4, you think?
I don't know all these things, man.
No, it doesn't matter. Matter is fine, but you should.
I mean, the hope is always, yeah, we'll finish top 4, yeah, we'll get into the semis, yeah, we'll probably get into the final. I mean, all of this is there. It's all hope. I don't know. I don't know. Like getting Aspi onto what my point about getting people like Aspi onto the field is that there's suddenly a leadership. Like there's somebody who's playing for like getting Alonso on.
When Thiago Silva was missing, especially.
Not just when Thiago also is not playing. Thiago is not playing for the crest. You need people who are playing for the badge, who are playing for the team. Like they will. And I think you need to spend time in a club to have the passion for the club. So Aspi's team captain, dude, how the fuck have you kept him out for fucking 20 games? Are you mad? He's team captain. He's not just a fly on the wall. He's not an occasional.
He's very good.
Yeah, he's excellent. I mean, he's old. I understand. But look at the runs he's making. It's not like he's not making them. So why have you kept him out? So there's that kind of stuff. I think the kind of people that he brought on, he said, okay, we need to balance it that way. I think he's accepted the fact that Werner's left tire is loose and so he'll only veer to the left. He's accepted that fact. What I also think he does a lot of this with Werner, where you'll see after every game, or even in these little snippets that they show to us, he's got his arm around Werner to just try and constantly tell him. And in my head, I think a manager like that would be telling him stuff like, don't worry. Don't score goals. It's fine. Whenever you feel like taking a shot, take a shot. It's okay. You're not here to score goals. You need to set it up. You need to make the runs. You need to do that. Which from what, again, in that Athletic article that I was reading, and there was a lot of backroom thing, and Athletic is slightly trustworthy. It's not the Sun. So the conversation there was that Lampard towards the end of his regime, didn't even speak to players that weren't in the starting 11 or in the 16. He wasn't even calling them up. He wasn't even on their WhatsApp group sending good morning. He wasn't even doing that. So I think that is genuinely detrimental to team confidence. That is genuinely detrimental to a player's confidence. If you're bringing them on, you suddenly are going to call them up and they're going to be like, who this? Like it's really that. So I think those things are important. But you look at Tuchel. Tuchel literally goes up to every player, has his arm around him, gives him a sort of look at Werner. I mean, he's not scoring, but that's a Chelsea forward problem. Like we ruined Torres, we ruined Shevchenko, we've gotten great strikers and ruined them, right? So because our entire game is sand strategy. We need a sand up top. We can't have these beautifully touch players. We're not fucking Italian Spanish club. We're not. We're sand. Break through defense, go hold the ball, and then score.
Drogba, Costa.
You look at the thing, no. Drogba, Costa. These are the two that have genuinely done wonders for us. And those are the two, and both of them can murder someone. Like literally, if they weren't footballers, they'd be in jail. Like that's who these guys are. And you need I felt so bad for Morata. Like Morata he's a gloriously beautiful player. I mean, if he stays on side, but I'm saying he's a gloriously beautiful player. He's a touch player. His first touches are unreal. Torres, same thing. Torres came when he was on top form, dude.
Liverpool, he was
unstoppable. He was insane. And the thing is, you expect him to hold the ball. He's not. He needs to have maximum 2 touches. One to take the ball and one to bang. That's it. You can't expect him to hold till someone runs in. Then you'll fuck off. They can't do this. Like you need a sand at Chelsea. That's been our thing. So anyway, but look at what Timo is doing. He's making the right runs. He's feeding the right balls and stuff like that. Which I think Timo was more frustrated under Lampard. But this is all conjecture. I mean, I'm not even remotely close to anybody in the Chelsea Football Club universe. This is from whatever I've read, whatever I've heard, whatever I've just seen on videos and stuff like that. And from that, it just seems like Tuchel is currently doing a better job than Lampard did. If I owned Chelsea, would I fire Lampard? No. But I'd call him and I'd be like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I would have that conversation.
क्या कर रहा है?
Yeah, तू क्या कर रहा है, bro? चलना अभी 3-4-3 छोड़ना है, खेलना एक 4-3-2-1. क्या कर रहा है?
So top 4?
Maybe.
And no Champions League.
I don't know, yeah. It's a big, like, to me, Champions League final you're talking about, like winning the Champions League. Look, the final of a Champions League is on the day.
You have to reach the final. No?
See, Porto, I have a feeling over 2 legs we may nick it. Because we have 2 legs. Because Porto is also doing fucking unreal. So I think I think it's also because we just have a better team. Like we have a team that can outclass Porto. So therefore, over 2 legs, I have a feeling that we might nick it.
So Chelsea for top 4 and not sure of the Champions League.
Yeah, I mean, final though is whoever turns up on the day. That's always been the case. I mean, that's really, unless and until you are playing like it's Bayern versus Barcelona.
So Neville, before our epic / not so epic game of FIFA, I'm going to put you on the spot. We have some questions about Chelsea. I'm going to give you options. I know that the RAM is not working as it used to 20 years ago.
No, dude, I started watching football so late in life. What the fuck?
But I'll give you options and all. Okay, so question 1.
You want to tell them what you're doing, but...
So we're doing a trivia. I just said we're doing the trivia.
No, but you have to introduce some segment, no? That's
so the trivia is the segment.
Okay, that's all. That's all your introduction.
There's a trivia, then there's a FIFA game in which I'm going to lose.
Okay. I've warned people that I suck at this part of it. So, yeah, bring it on.
Done?
They just call guests to humiliate.
So our first question is, who is Chelsea's record signing? Werner, Havertz, Kepa or Chilwell?
Werner, Kepa?
Havertz, Kepa or Chilwell?
I think it's Kepa, no? Isn't it Kepa?
Unfortunately, yes.
It is Kepa, correct.
Your best goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Most expensive player.
I wanted Donnarumma, but it's okay.
You wanted a lot of things.
No, but so yeah, I got one right, guys. It's okay. It's not that humiliating.
Done. Should we stop it here?
Yeah, 100%. Let's go. Let's stop
Okay, the next one is,
oh God,
who is Chelsea's all-time record goal scorer with 211 goals? There's no options for this.
211 goals. Is it Lampu?
It is
Thank
Lampu.
God.
Without MCQ, 2-on-2.
No, but this is obvious,
Easy,
na?
no?
This is obvious, yeah.
We're getting there now. It'll get tougher, don't worry.
No. I'm sure it's going to get tough. This is all guesses, dude. I was confused. I was like, 1 minute, kaun ho sakta hai? Some like fucking, huh.
Next one is, in which year was Chelsea founded? 1904, 1905, 1906 or 1907?
Okay, this is cheating. I had earlier said 1901 and then you all corrected me and said 1905. So I lost this one. I had said 1901. Okay.
But you got 1905, na? You can say it.
Yeah,
It's
1905.
No one knows the 1901.
Okay, 1905. That's how confident.
He's got 3 on 3.
No.
Okay, now 3 players who have played for Chelsea and for Liverpool.
Oh, no MCQ or what?
No. How can I give MCQ then?
I'll just say, I should. 3 players who have played for Chelsea and for Liverpool. So Torres.
Okay. You just spoke about him in your
Salah.
last segment.
Should be one more. 2-1-3 is not bad, okay? And Liverpool, no?
I can do the dance for you.
I won't remember on this.
What? But great finisher, left-footed.
Left-footed, great finisher. We've had this player in our lives.
Yes, when he was young.
Wow.
Then he went on and became a star alongside a certain Luis Suarez.
Can't be Kautea, no? No, na? Huh. Left-footed.
And there was one bald guy also, full. If he wasn't playing football, he would be in a biker gang.
Bald guy.
Tattoos all over.
No. Bald guy, tattoos all over.
Shares my first name.
What? Wait, 1 minute. Rahul, what? I don't know. Dua. I don't know. Wait. I think I know this Rahul fellow. Wait. No, fuck it. Okay, then.
Raul Meireles.
Oh, Meireles. Okay, then.
There was Benayoun. There was
Benayoun,
Daniel Sturridge.
Jossi Benayoun. Oh, Sturridge. That's the one.
And Joe Cole.
Hey, I thought Joe Cole, but he played for Liverpool, or
Then what?
I thought I thought Joe Cole, I swear, because when I was doing that match, I was like, this left fucker has been there. And I was like, but I can't remember him in a Josie.
There was Zenden also. Not sure you'll remember him.
No chance.
Left-footed midfielder.
Good, no.
Decent enough
Ah.
midfielder. Okay, where did Tammy get his first Chelsea hat-trick? At the Molineux, Craven Cottage, Hawthorns or St. Mary's?
I don't know.
Full bouncer, no? Looked at your face only and I was like, full bouncer.
I don't know. Craven Cottage. Molineux.
Sure, answered or you thought so?
No, I thought, but then I was like, why would he put it first? Like, that's how I went.
That trick question.
That's all. So I was like,
Okay, which player has featured most for Chelsea this season? Zuma, Chilwell, Werner or Mount?
oh, Mount. Yeah, this is Mount.
This is easy one, no?
Easy.
This was-
This
if
is-
we put
this
easy
is-
also 7th.
Yeah, this is
Don't put
Mount.
difficult ones. Now difficult one will come. So in your Champions League winning year in 2012, you beat Napoli in the round of 16. You beat Barca in the semis. You beat Bayern in the final. Whom did you beat in the quarterfinals?
MCQ? No.
No.
I fucking don't know. Napoli.
Okay, I'll give you 4 options.
You'll give me a country at least.
No, I'll give you options.
Okay,
So
chalo.
there's Ajax,
Huh?
Porto, Roma, and Benfica.
2004.
2-1, I think, was the
Porto, I think. No?
another shot.
I don't know. Now it'll just be a fucking fuck all guy.
Benfica.
Benfica. Okay.
Where your favorite Salomon Kalou
Kalu. Huh.
put in the goal.
Huh.
The final one. Who missed the final penalty of the Champions League versus Man United?
We to Terry. We
No, the
discussed it.
final penalty in sudden death. Kalou,
Oh.
Terry, Anelka or Cole? Terry is obviously out, so it's
Yeah.
between Kalou, Anelka and Cole. This was just after the Ryan Giggs penalty.
No, Anelka would have gone first, no? So, Kalu or
Cole.
sounds like Solomon Kalu.
Nicholas Anelka.
Anelka.
Last penalty, straight at Van der Sar.
Then came to Bombay also.
And then he met you and then smashed him. So, not bad. I think you did pretty well.
Yeah?
Hands are sweating, ready for the game.
Oh yeah, that yeah. And my bladder's also full.
So, let's go there.
Put the needle on the record.
ZHN.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Oh fuck. sorry. Go back.
how to go back now? I'll have to end it with.
Fuck. I just did play match instead of making my changes. Sorry.
Go easy, yeah?
Dude, I can't play, I'm telling you. See?
Hey, that is just fake shot. That is just a fake shot.
Please, don't
I
try.
swear to God.
Please.
It's just square X. I swear. You look at my hands when I'm playing. You look at the camera when I'm playing.
Please.
Ari, I don't use analog, I'm telling you.
What
Fred.
the fuck, dude? What the fuck, dude? You're defending and all. What is all this trickery you're doing?
I fake shot. That is the only trick I know.
Do I get a do-over or what? Hey, what is this dribbling and all, bastard? The fuck?
I just changed direction, I swear.
Chutia? Oh god. When has Giroud ever scored with his leg?
Save!
Werner, what do you expect?
Look at that. Don't have any Kovacic is in the box. Oh! Look at him, he shot. Giroud has scored. Yeah, you're making Conte run like Pennant. Fuck. Kovacic.
There only I gave it to you, offside.
Boom. Pogba.
Why would you? Why would you? His whole life he will only defend in that D.
The conditions look pretty good for the counter attack. Will it be sufficiently imaginative?
You thought I'll cut him, no?
No, I didn't think you'll cut in. I thought you'll this thing. I was genuinely tripping you for penalty.
Oh, no, I thought you thought I would fake again and cut in. That's how you played that this thing. That's how you ran with it. I swear, that's still the same thing. It was still the same. It was only this. I'm telling you. Look at the record.
That much control left stick doesn't give you.
Arey, I'm telling you, I don't touch the right stick also. Ah,
Penalty?
try to block the cross.
Hey, this is now shit, no?
Switch that off, no?
You can't. No?
You can up arrow and go off. Went there also.
Yeah.
And still. How?
Don't worry. Let me go. It's Werner. Telling you, don't worry. It's Werner. Done.
Good competitive game of FIFA.
Balls, dude. You won hands
What?
down with your right stick.
No, I didn't even touch my right
It's
stick.
fine. It's fine.
You guys decide. Also, do let us know in the comments what you feel of this new segment. Neville, thank you so much for joining us.
Genuine,
It was an
my pleasure.
absolute pleasure.
I had fun.
And we should do this soon, the FIFA bit at least.
Yeah.
Guys, also do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and until the next episode, stay safe.